Alright, Dr. D in the dungeon. So today I'm just doing some odd job stuff around the shop, taking care of a couple different things. I have several things that I want to cut out on my CNC plasma table, and so need to get some prototypes made up. And so just kind of guide you through what I normally do as far as the iterative design process for making something. And so the first thing we're going to do is I need to make a spanner wrench for my lathe, my big Cincinnati lathe. And so, you know, it's it's kind of difficult to get the chuck on and off without that big spanner wrench. And it came with one, but it was the wrong size. And so I just figured I'd make one. So what I did is I did some initial measurements already, and I laid out those measurements and basically just traced a piece on cardboard, and then I cut it out with a blade, and I wound up with something like this, right? And so this is just gives me a chance to test, you know, is my geometry correct? And it looks good until you try to put it on the machine. And then when I put it on the machine, then I notice that my geometry is a little bit off. So there's literally a 3/4 of an inch gap here, and then so if I take that up and slim this down, we'll be close. And so I just went ahead and, like I said, this literally took me all of about 5 minutes to take some measurements, make a rough draft on cardboard, and I just cut it out with a razor knife. If I were actually in my other shop, I would have done it on a laser cutter, actually even faster. So anyhow, then what I did was I took those changes. Let me get back over here so you can see what's going on here. All right. I took those changes and I laid them out on this. And so basically what I did is I overlaid this on top, and then I took a 3/4 inch measurement here, and then I just slimmed it out. And so I'll cut that out and test fit that, and hopefully that'll give me a geometry that's pretty close. And if it does, then I'll go ahead and laser cut one in wood to make sure that it is actually the geometry that I want, and then I'll cut one on the table. So I'll come back in a few after I get this cut out, and we'll do a test fit and see how close we are. Okay, so I cut the second one, and you can see that here's the original one. You can see that's much shallower. I also shortened up this, and I trimmed off a lot of excess there, and fitting pretty close. It's still not perfect, but it's close enough for me to take this and go to the, so here we go. Close enough for me to take that and go to the laser cutter and see what I can do. So I'll make a wood one first, just like I said, and but that gets me in a ballpark. That gets me really close, and I can make some really quick changes then on the laser cutter and have it out literally in a minute. You know, that's the beauty of having a laser cutter, is it's really fast. Unfortunately, it's at the other shop. I do have one over on the other side, but it's set up on a different computer, and it's really kind of a pain to use it. So, okay, come back later. All right, my next project is to make a wrench for that. It's like 1 7/16 or something like that, I think. I've just been using the big channel locks there, which works, but you know, it really is not the greatest. And so I'm just going to make a sheet metal cutout one and do it that way. Just the simplest. See if I can get in here. Can I get in? Alright, 1.419. Alright, now I'll add some clearance to that, obviously. So I'll be cutting that out of wood first as well, just to check it, because simply because of how narrow this area is, it's going to have a real small neck to it, so that I can get a full turn on it. So that'll be another project that I work on today, and hopefully I have both of these done today. At least I have the wood models done, and then might even get the plasma table up, fired up, and cut. So more to follow. All right, so here we are back. So I had one that actually worked, and the curves were just all wrong, and it drove me crazy. So anyhow, I went in and redid it, and came up with that, which I like pretty good. And so I'm going to take just a little bit off of this corner right there. Why is that not? Take just a little bit off of that corner right there, and yeah, that'll be good. Why is it not focusing? Stupid camera. There it goes. So we did that, and then I got my wrench for that. Oops, I can't see where I'm going. So that turned out pretty well. Let me back up a little bit here. So that turned out pretty well. So I cut this out of, I don't know, probably 1/8 inch steel. I got some laying around, 1/8 inch plate. And then I cut some scales out of the same material that I'll put over the top of it to give it, you know, kind of a little bit of a grip. But yeah, perfect. I love it. That's what I'm looking for. All right, so got 2 done, and so a successful day. I did not get a chance to get the plasma cutter fired up yet today. Maybe tomorrow evening I'll get those cut. All right, talk to you out.